And we should be recording, so everyone, welcome back to another stream slash video of the Springfield Chantry Chronicle. For those of you who might have found us in the depths of the internet in the far future, and we decided to go with a week of downtime then, I believe.
Oh, that means we also got paid.
So it does. Another payday. Except that there is nothing from the club. Because the owner has been killed. Horribly. Or gone missing. And the manager is trying to keep it together, but nobody knows what's going on over there. Except that you don't really know what's going on over there either, because the only one that visits there, namely Chloe,
I just thought of that.
has somehow vanished as well.
Chloe's dead. And lady's dead. I think her name was Denise.
Yep.
She was a flat character, so it's not like it matters anyways, but... oh, man.
Yep.
I need to start learning finances.
Yep, her sister is also dead, who was meant to be Karen's enemy, but ended up just hanging around Denise. And people keep dying.
Who has finance? Does anybody have finance?
The ghouls
no one has
certainly
finance.
Don't.
Oh. I really wanted to avoid putting experience points in another useless knowledge or something. Well, it's not useless, but it takes away from other places I could be putting this stuff.
There's problems with being the leader. Who knew?
Let's see if Gianna has finance. She might, but nope, she doesn't. Does Igor have finance?
She's a derp anyways. Nah.
Igor does not have finance. Does Bronson have finance? Nope. Oh god. Does Violet have finance? Nope. Violet gives no fucks about finance. Does Chloe have finance? Oh, wait.
Yeah, she has a lot of finance.
Oh, wait. She is very much not alive anymore. Liam. Nope. Liam gives no fucks about money. Okay. So, Malik, who will be doing the chanting?
I believe me and Julio were going to do it, unless Julio protests and says he doesn't want to do that and wants to spend his downtime doing something else.
And he wants to practice aspects, but you can split those duties, so it's okay. Just one chanting one night, one chanting every night.
What about, let me see, does Gerard, have any occult?
I don't think he had a lot. He went for an Auspex guy, mostly.
Alright, well, it'll just be me and Julio.
Okay, both of you, I want each of you to make 3 intelligence occult rolls at difficulty 8, just to see if you manage to fuck up and something I wanted to do happens after all, since I was hoping you'd forget about that.
Am I completely healed up?
Yep. Well, not for the first roll. Well, -1 for the, or rather -2 for the first one. No. Yes, -1 for the first roll. Yeah, -1 for the first roll, and after that, no penalties. Same for Julio. Since I'm gonna assume that you healed up the aggravated in the first 2 nights, both of you. Just, you know, gathered the blood and got it done. Okay. And another 2 rolls with no penalties. I'm gonna be generous and assume that you managed to shake off your nightmares. Come on, botch one, botch one, botch one.
Nope, I did well.
It is a failure, but... Okay, either one of you give me one more roll to see if you managed to close the rift completely.
Let me do it.
Oh wait, that was rolled at a difficulty of 6 instead of 8, and that is indeed a botch.
It is a yeah, it is a botch.
Good work, Malik.
I know.
Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Nietzsche. Thank you
Go to
so
hell.
much. Oh no, I think it's you that's going to hell.
Probably so.
To be fair,
How bad is this going to be?
that is actually a fair amount of successes in closing it off until that one botch. It's not even that big of a botch.
Mm-hmm, I know. Screech! At the end of the night, after the air has shimmered for a fair bit, the rift in reality gives out an ungodly screech, and you get the feeling that maybe this time the ritual didn't quite work as intended, and it might be wise to glue these things together a bit more in the future nights. This, of course, happens well, on the last night before we start playing, so by the time you realize what is going on, it's time to go to bed anyway. Gerard, give me, say, 2 dexterity stealth rolls. And 1 dexterity drive roll. To simulate trailing someone in a car. It's not a
I
botch.
couldn't trail anybody in a car.
So the Giovanni knows you're coming, or that the Tremere are interested in her. Well done. Congratulations. Now Romina knows that you want her dead. Wait, what?
Who knows? Could be.
Yeah, it's Romina! You can finally kill that cunt! I want to deliver the last, the final death blow to her.
Okay.
We'll do the Julius Caesar thing to her as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, at the beginning of the week, Yorick would go to meet the prince, delivering the desk at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And, considering that he comes bearing wonderful gifts, which a passing Toreador neonate immediately gets entranced by, he is allowed to meet the prince personally, while his security guys carry the desk into his private office. So, we could move over to the prince's high-rise if you wish, or we could... yeah, let's move over. Why
Okay.
the fuck not? The prince is running his hands over his new desk with an admiring look. Well, you just stand there. If you...
I'll wait for him to stop appreciating it and notice me eventually.
He looks up after a good 5 minutes. Motions for you to sit. Leans back. There's a faint smile on his face. Speaking of which, I should give him a Dom 31 so that he can start testing everyone's blood systematically.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with the clan leaders, of course, like Malik, who might not have diablerized, right?
Correct.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never happened. Not a thing.
Yep. That's not a thing. What are you talking about?
The it menaces with spikes of silver and copper. Jackalor.
I'm pretty sure in World of Darkness, this desk will be a legendary item eventually. Remember, for anyone else, that was a difficulty 8-6 success roll.
Yep, that was pretty damn good. Yorick, I wanted to talk to you. I actually have a job for you.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yes, as you can see, I apparently did do the vampirism thing, so I'm not demon possessed. I'm really happy about that.
yes, we can be 98% oh, maybe like 95% sure of that. So yeah, that's good news. You're
Yes,
probably
amazing
not
news.
evil.
Uh-huh. So I did make this desk for you, so apologizing for that other one you broke.
Yes, I do appreciate it. I heard what happened with that Toreador downstairs, and I do look forward to seeing if well, it's been a while since I've seen Alberta drool over anything. I kind of miss the sight.
Uh, I'm happy to please. So, what did you need?
Well, we do seem to have this werewolf problem, and it occurred to me that we have recently acquired a great deal of silver in this company for, well, the story we tell mortals doesn't really matter, does it? But we can certainly siphon some off to make a few nasty surprises for the poochies. And well, I had this idea of giving everyone a clip or 3 of silver bullets so that if they see anything furry they can take a shot at it. And who comes to mind if not someone who is rumored to be good at making things?
I did manage to make about 100 assault rifle rounds for Bronson.
It
I
was,
really like that.
it was 30 rifle rounds, but whatever.
30, my bad. Sorry. I forgot, not a kilo. 1/3 of a kilo.
Yes, that is certainly good news. I'm glad that you know for a fact you can do it, and we'll certainly want some munitions for sniper rifles and the like. But well, for now I just want 9mm rounds, lots of them.
All
Say
right.
something in the realm of 10,000 for a start should do. That should allow me to get a clip or 2 in everyone's hands.
Okay. So, is it possible to, get some out of this? Money, some resources, something?
Oh, don't worry,
Or,
you will certainly be compensated. I was just getting to that. And we'll certainly provide you with silver for your own needs, and in fact I would expect you to make a couple of 100 bullets for your own needs straight away, since
yeah.
these guys seem to be interested in you, and I will be sending over a crate of Glocks so that you can equip everyone with a sidearm loaded with silver.
Oh, that'd be great. Okay.
Yes, so I'll certainly make sure that there's more than enough silver to cover any wastage and any bullets you might need for your own needs.
Okay. That sounds great. Uh,
S-
I do kind of have to ask it. How much money am I getting for this?
Well, you are more or less the best option for getting these things quickly. So, well, what do you think is a fair price? And then we can negotiate once I know what your ideal rate would be.
Uh, t- York is gonna sit there, think for a little while. I think uh, somewhere between maybe 600 and 1,000 per box.
Hmm. That would be 50 bullets, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, what would you need to roll to be convincing here? Manipulation expression, perhaps? Or charisma expression?
Hmm. Sure. That's all right by me. It's just what he's kind of thinking. So.
Yeah, just how good a case you make sense as far as role-playing it out. You certainly didn't sound
Sure.
confident, which York might
That's
not
fine.
in any
That's
case.
fine. I was doing that somewhat intentionally. So.
Yeah, I figured. 600 to 1,000 for a box. Well, considering that I want the first batch as quickly as possible, then I can certainly agree to 1,000 per box since this is a rush job. Of course, the rate later on might be somewhat less once the initial need is satisfied.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll get to work on that as fast as I can. And I think I'll be able to get this to you by probably the end of the week. Yeah, I'll try and do that.
Yes, that would be great. As soon as you get a couple of 100 bullets, just, start sending them over as soon as possible.
Okay.
If you, I would like those little dogs to start running into trouble as soon as possible. I'm sure you understand.
Yep. Okay. I'll go do that. Get everything ready. It's gonna be a week. Yes.
Yes, indeed. The the light pistols should be loaded into your car by now.
Okay.
So, from this you can expect, you will have 20 light pistols, each with 2 clips. Like empty clips, without bullets. You get to fill them with bullets yourself. And you can expect about enough extra silver, like 20% more silver than you actually need. So, enough for about 2,009mm rounds if you don't end up wasting any.
Okay.
So that, you can just go crazy with the silver in the Chantry. Or possibly save some of that and try to coat the razor spikes on top of the fence with some of it. Like, or make razor wire that's covered in silver. Nasty things that Malik wanted.
Yep. However, that will have to come probably later because I'm doing a lot this week already. So
yeah,
we'll hatch that later.
I'm gonna add the 20 light pistols and the 40 clips for them to the thing. So yeah, everyone can get equipped with a pistol loaded with a clip of silver bullets. As far as Chantry guards are concerned. The prince even sends over some extra money for you to buy, like, scrap metal for casings, gunpowder, that kind of crap.
Jay.
Essentially, just cover your expenses. So, you are doing that, and why don't you make me a crafts roll? Just one.
Sure.
To see if you manage to derp something up and waste some of the silver.
Standard difficulty? Base?
Base 6. Since,
Okay.
This would be relatively easy. And yeah, it goes fine. Some of the ghouls even manage to speed it up, so you have a little extra time to spend doing whatever, surfing science articles on the web or practicing your thaumaturgy. So yeah, you manage to fill up the order easily. And what do you want to do with the silver? How much of it do you want to turn into bullets for the Chantry? 500 rounds, 1,000?
I'll do 500 rounds for the Chantry, just to make sure that we have, ammo for that. The rest of it, I guess I'm going to see about doing some of the stuff Malik wants, Make some, put them on the barbed wires and that kind of stuff.
500 9mm silver rounds. Good. Keep in mind that you would need to actually get barbed wire and make it from scratch, since you don't have a barbed wire fence, you have just spikes, which have been sharpened by the previous occupants, but they're still spikes.
Okay, put it on top of the put it on the pikes and that kind of stuff, and that also makes it look more decoration than defense to bystanders, which is nice.
Okay, it's a pretty big fence, so I will want another crafts roll to make sure the silver lasts, otherwise it will be something like every second spike kind of thing. You know, just to make sure that you
Yep.
get a thin enough coating and don't fuck up the process.
Okay, difficulty?
This would be less familiar with you. We'll go with base 7.
Sure.
Boom!
Your spikes gleam with a silvery, eerie light in the sunlight, projecting an aura which almost acts like an improvised werewolf war around the Chantry.
That's awesome.
They just glare at you now from across the street, shivering, not even able to shift.
We receive +3 to intimidate rolls to people coming in here for, like, you know, debt collection.
Okay. So, Malik, you wanted to visit Alberta during downtime, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I bring you to the Elysium?
Please do.
Okay. Whoops, that's the wrong Elysium. You're not going to the dump, are you? Crap. Stop derping around. Let me archive this unnecessary Elysium thing. Unnecessary for now.
Who drove me? Somebody has to drive me, remember?
One of the new ghouls.
Okay. They drove the Lamborghini?
Well, unless if you don't trust them with it, then someone like Jana could drive you. She actually goes to the Elysium, or she can just have you on the back of her motorcycle.
Gianna could drive the Lamborghini.
Okay.
She earned it.
I am gonna have to make a drive roll at difficulty 4 just to see if hilarity ensues.
How many dots of drive does she even have?
Apparently enough, it's fine. She races through the streets. A cop tries to chase you, but she just pulls ahead easily. A look of pure pleasure on her face as she races through the nighttime city.
I hope we have insurance.
Of course you fucking don't. I'm not even sure you even have a clean identity to tie the insurance to at this point.
Sure.
I wouldn't be so sure about that either, to be honest.
Gianna mingles. Well,
Yes, Corey, I'm going to go see Alberta.
yes, go right on ahead.
Yes, okay.
Well,
Hello,
hello,
Alberta.
my dear. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Well, I apologize, but there have been a lot of new developments and lots of tragedies that have befallen our clan lately. I appreciate your patience.
Oh, don't worry about it. I know how difficult it is just after you receive a promotion. I do hope you are getting used to your new responsibilities.
Yes, I am. One of my ghouls recently passed away.
Roll manipulation subterfuge, please. To see if she picks up on something being off with that. How much did I give her perception empathy-wise? Hopefully enough. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, you actually managed to bullshit Alberta. Congratulations. I think that's a first. She just smiles. Yes, it's so unfortunate. I do so, well, I have had pets die on me as well. It's so annoying when they pass before you're done playing with them. You can have this perfect little beefcake and then they just drop dead in some conflict or another. It's really rather disappointing, especially if it leaves a statue half done.
So, what business do we have to discuss?
Well, no business in particular. I just want to make sure that you are as interested as I am to continue the friendship between our clans.
Nothing has changed.
Yes, I do hope that we can be very, very good friends. And blackmail is such an ugly word. Consider this business just your introduction to politics at a higher level. Think of it as a lesson, and me as your friendly teacher. Why don't you?
I will do that.
You know, what I've always admired about the Tremere? You seem to get the point so much more easily than some Malkavian or much less a Bruja. They always seem to rage against the, share quotes, unfairness of it. But you always seem to understand, and I really do appreciate that.
I think we're used to it.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I do hope you got my invitation to my little gathering. It will mostly be Toreador, as these things usually are, but some of the higher-ups, like the Ventral Primogen and the Prince, will probably be there, and it would be useful for you to show your face publicly, now and again, just to help establish yourself as one of the inner circle of the city.
Yes, well, my ghoul is dead, so I'm still trying to figure out who will be my +1.
Well, by all means, think on it carefully. Just keep in mind that you don't have to bring a +1 if you don't want to. It's just that it's kind of a tradition. So many Toreador tend to keep pets of one kind or another, and well, they always insist on bringing them along or argue about it, and it's easier to just go with the flow there.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, please do, and I think it was the, yes, Kennedy wanted to talk with you at some point next week.
Yes, I have business with her that I would like to square away as soon as possible.
Yes, yes indeed, and you know, she said that you might have something to discuss next week.
Yes.
I think she has a favor to trade. At least something like that in mind. And well...
Vampire politics, right?
Oh yes, and who knows? Always pays to listen, doesn't it? Even if you don't decide to make the deal, who knows? It might end up being something you can use.
Indeed.
I do hope to see you at the event. And do
I'll
try
be
to
there.
visit more often. You see Gianna here all the time, but it's not the same as having the Regent himself.
Yes. I'm sure you've heard about my unfortunate cross with the werewolves lately.
Oh yes, horrible, horrible beasts.
Yes, well, they've kept me sort of indoors, but I'm going to make a better effort at getting out more often to get some fresh air.
They might epic, at least it might discourage them.
Oh, whoops.
But yeah.
I was trying to whisper to Jackalor about he was wondering what the successes were.
Mm-hmm.
Hell.
Gianna grows wistful. Oh, I could tell you a story about racing through the Alps with wolves on our tail as dawn was approaching. But I'm sure you're not interested in that. That was such a long time ago. It has no bearing on this situation in any case. It was a different time. Worrying that your carriage will go off the path at every bend. Oh, the excitement of youth.
Yes, well, perhaps later, we can chat about our run-ins with lycanthropes at a later date.
Yes, well, that's what these little gatherings are for us to get to know each other better.
Perhaps so. It's been a pleasure, Alberta.
A pleasure.
Thank you for seeing me.
A pleasure as always, Regent. Oh,
Should
and if you should ever gain the ability to make those lovely truth-telling bone talismans, well, I might be willing to arrange something in return for one someday.
Maybe we could make an arrangement there when I'm better at such things.
Of course. I do have one left over from the previous region, but it's almost completely used up. And I would like to, I've been keeping it for an emergency, and you know how it is when supplies run low.
Indeed.
I will see you at the gathering, Regent. I do hope you enjoy my gift.
Ah, yes. I'm going to have to learn how to drive. I'm from New York, so we didn't ever bother learning how to drive in the city.
Let me check if Alberta knows how to drive, actually. Oh, don't worry, dear. I have a dozen sportsmobiles, and it's so much nicer when you can just relax and enjoy the breeze while someone else is driving. Just get a new pet, maybe a race driver.
I doubt the prince will allow me another pet. I have two already.
Well, you could always ask. You are, after all, one of the leaders of the city, even if the prince doesn't recognize you. Your status should count for something, shouldn't it? You shouldn't be afraid to stand up for your rights.
We'll see. Alright, I believe I will head out and mingle with the crowd and see what I've missed.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
A pleasure.
As you go out, some neonate you don't know personally heads into Alberta's office. Almost as if it's a place where a lot of people go to talk and discuss things. She gets information, they get advice. You know.
Yeah, she's, I don't know.
That little spider in the middle of her web. So, do you want to make a charisma etiquette roll to leave a good impression, or do you want to ask about something specifically?
What difficulty would the charisma etiquette be? Did you hear me?
Right, yeah, just 6.
Nope, didn't. But it's not a botch. I just look like a fool.
Well, you don't succeed. They're like, yeah, you're there. Hi, bye. They're just like, meh. Who is that guy? Oh, he's the new regent, you know? So, Epic, wait, we weren't doing 20,000 bullets. We were doing 10,000.
Okay, good, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said 20,000 a little while ago. I was like, oh, dude, whoops. Wrong calculations. Okay, it's fine then.
Yeah, 2,000 is what you could have made with the silver you had for yourself.
Okay. I must have misheard. Alright.
Meanwhile, Gianna is brown-nosing for all she's worth. Let's see how well she does. Gianna does fine. Gianna's actually better at this than you are. Gianna actually impresses a few people. Building up her non-existent status for all she's worth. She does go to Elysium a lot. It's almost like she spends a lot of time doing this, investing in this.
But can we go see Kennedy earlier than next week, or?
No, we're gonna handle the start of the week crap so that we can have all the penalties and crap set up. Now, at the end of this week, let's go with 1d10 plus 3 to determine how much blood you start the week with, because you might have been ambushed by shovelheads, use it for thaumaturgy and the like. Malik apparently hasn't had that much time to hunt, so he's at 5 blood at the start of the night. That doesn't include, or that does include the waking up, so you would actually be at 5, not at 4. Okay.
Oh man, I'm thirsty.
1d10, and you add 3 to that to determine what you start the night with. So, Yorick.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what? I was trying to go do something.
1d10 plus 3 to determine how much blood you start with after the extended downtime, please.
Alright.
Okay, looks like you're full.
I have 8.
You caught a cat trying to sneak into the Chantry and ate it, while everyone else was still asleep, so you're actually completely full. Oh no, that was Gerard. Same difference. That's fine then. That is perfectly fine. The cat just snuck in by Tyler and Gerard just caught it, sweeping with his head and senses, and ate it.
Hey, that could have been Igor's. Igor could have been calling it.
Or Kennedy's. You've seen the Malkavian Primogen talking to his or her cats. At Generation 10, the max is 13. You would be exactly at full after eating someone's pet. Oh, look, it had a collar. Oh.
Good.
When we do an extended downtime, we don't do hunting rolls, we just do a roll, Jackal, or so. If you had rolled 1, you wouldn't have gone up by 4, you would have been at 4. That's how it works. Kind of assuming that you had spent it somewhere.
Okay, I need to hunt because I might get hungry soon.
Yep, but as you prepare to do that, as after Yorick has finished coating the last of the spikes for the fence in silver, the lights go out. All of them.
Pew!
The furnaces grow cold. The buzzawiness spins to a halt. Everything goes silent. How would you like to react to this alarming development?
I'm gonna go out and see what's going on. I would have been in the library at the start of the night.
Ah yes, Yorick, you would have moved over to the library, I expect, as the others started waking up, since there is a new rule that the important people get to meet at the library at the start of the night, like within an hour of everyone waking up, as instituted by Malik.
Alright.
Yeah. For communication purposes, because everybody claims they don't communicate.
So
I did install the alarm system and, the intercoms this week, by the way.
Okay.
You did, or you
Yep.
didn't?
I did.
Okay. Well, right now it doesn't matter, because we are in the dark.
Yep, those same intercoms and alarms that just went silent. Caused darkness and despair.
Okay. So, is Gerard just standing outside the door?
You can move Gerard, if you wish. I assume, who would be in there? Igor wouldn't be, I assume. Would the nun? Would Liam? Would Bronson? Bronson, I assume, would be, right? Where's Bronson? Stand?
All the lieutenants, that would be Bronson and Gerard, all the players. Gianna optional, she has the option to not come.
Okay.
And,
Leah?
you know, the nun's just a ghoul, so the ghouls don't come.
Okay.
Alright, so we're all here,
Yep.
and the lights go out.
You walk
So
in
we're all at the
as
table.
the lights are going out. Yorick drags himself away from the workshop last, I expect, just in time to see things start to spin down as he heads for the library.
What?
God
What's going
damn
on
it.
here?
No idea.
Bronson
I'm
stands
gonna
up,
activate.
picks up his shotgun, heads. I'm gonna just keep an eye on the front door, just in case.
Yes, you do that. I'm going to use Auspics.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Heightened Scent.
Okay, are you using it to sweep for invisible or general alertness or what?
Invisible.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, you know, you have been...
I will also use our specs.
Okay. Wow, I gave them...
Perception plus our specs, right?
It's perception plus awareness to see invisible at difficulty 7. And you're kind of quiet, Bacon. If you could turn yourself up, that would be great. Roll well, roll well. No! Poor Malkavian fucker. You notice someone leaning against the wall.
Hello.
Bacon doesn't notice him because he does have Obfuscate 3. But he doesn't seem to have that many dice in it. He looks at... Wait, you can see me? That's
Hello,
not...
Radiohead.
That's not supposed to happen. He waves a hand in your face. I'm just a hallucination. I'm not really here.
Yes, cut that out. What are you here for?
That's Gerard. I'm just visiting.
You're just visiting.
Yeah. Like Daryl told me that this was a fun place to be. Damn, you have some nice spider webs.
Who's Daryl again?
The mouth
The bad
friend
one?
you made.
So why was my power out?
Let's see if he can... Yeah, no, he's not even gonna try and roll for occult perception crap. He just looks at you. I wouldn't know. Maybe the Poochies are coming.
Maybe, but that's not it.
I'll go see if I can figure out what's going on with the power.
I'm gonna check the thing downstairs, and I'm not gonna look at the breach.
Someone who feels lucky... let's go with Julio. Roll me 1d10. To determine whether the wards cast by the previous regent have already failed or if they're still alive for a couple more weeks. Wonderful.
God, I hate you. Right. I'm getting my shotgun.
Okay, everyone shotguns up. Actually, no, Bronson doesn't have a shotgun. He has his rifle. I forgot.
And also remember my silver bullets.
Are you using your heavy revolver for that?
I've got my shotgun ready. Let's say, did you ever make me a holster for the shotgun?
You never came up and requested it in game.
I'm gonna say that no, since you essentially have been doing a lot of things, including practicing
Yeah.
Dom
Yep.
and making
Yeah.
fuck ton of crack.
Okay,
in
that's
the last-
fine.
So you know.
Yep.
I'm gonna prop the shotgun up against the wall here next to the wall, There's a door. I'm going to draw my silver bullets.
Okay. Everyone's looking at the things while the Malkavian proceeds to look through the books you have there.
Hey! Radiohead!
You haven't noticed, you're too busy. Julio's the only one who has noticed. What does Julio do? While everyone else is panicking.
Get out of here. Go outside there. Help with the wolves.
But I wanted a bedtime story. I mean, I have to keep... What was his... I have to keep Dave silent. If Dave gets mad, then everyone gets sad.
With Malik know bedtime stories. He can help you. There's no sorries here.
But he holds up a book on demonology. But aren't these bedtime stories?
No, they are not.
But Dave told me he wanted to listen to a story about... But... Okay. Walks out. Still holding the book.
Give him the book, please.
Will you read it to me?
What book does he have?
A book about demons.
Demon Summoning 101.
I pick up my shotgun.
For idiots.
My shotgun's picked up. Who are you again?
At this point, I'm gonna roll Perception Occult if he has enough dementation. He holds up finger. Wait. Looks at the spider webs. Looks at the cracks in the floor. Wait. The cracks are telling me that there is pain in my future if I don't make you a gift of this book. He hands it to Malik.
Very wise. Very wise.
And immediately run from here as well. I have a feeling there is bad things here. But time to get back with my other brains.
He just backs towards the door,
Hey,
blurs
come back
into
here.
celerity as he rushes out.
That was the volley. And is it the book?
It definitely looks like something you would want a demon worshipper to have. It's $500 Jackalore for 2 dots of resources every week.
I'm gonna check my book now.
Yep, it's definitely demonological crap. One of the books, in fact, that the nun was using to try and figure out how to defuse the circle.
I put the book back where it belongs. In fact, we're probably gonna take all the books and put them in the safe. All the demonic books and put them in the safe.
All the demonic books. Like anything that could be remotely dangerous.
Anything the volley would want, but we can't do it right now. This power's still out.
Yep. Make me a technology roll, Yorick, to figure out what's up with the power.
Perception, right? Because that's what I would figure it would be.
Yeah, go with perception. Most of the guys have actually, towards the end of the week, gone. Unless you wanted to keep them there, like the princess guys.
Mm-hmm.
Malik, would you have wanted the princess people to stay there, or would you have just wanted them out?
What's the base difficulty to figure out what's going wrong?
Just 6.
Okay.
That's not for me to decide. The prince is actually, yeah.
He's saying that he doesn't... It's essentially like, I think forcing these people on you might have been a mistake. It's up to you if you want to keep them, kind of thing.
The prince?
Yep. Or at least the message he passed on through his people. Epic. It seems that the tiny pipes in the wires have had all of the electricity poured out of them, and there's none running to your chantry.
I'd say I would want to
Hmm.
keep a small group since we are afraid of werewolves.
Like 2 people?
Maybe 3.
So the usual muscle.
Just the usual muscle, no, not a lot of crazy. Hey, Kevin's here! Oh, I hate you.
Like a gangrel might stand a chance of withstanding 1 blow from a werewolf if he's lucky. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
By the way, has everyone is everyone going to see about getting a sidearm because we have a lot of those and lots of 9mm silver ammo. I recommend
Yes.
having one.
You can assume that the guard ghouls and the like have it. That kind of thing.
I mean, I just went to the group inventory and took one for myself because that's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, single clip is like 17 silver bullets, I think, so make sure you
16 actually. Well, it's actually 15, but you can put one more into the gun itself. So
I'm pretty sure it was 17 as described in the book.
no, it's 15 plus one for
Are you
Uh,
looking at it right
like-
now?
yes,
You sure?
positive page 289
Because I have been
or 281 in the actual book.
treating it as like a standard. Okay.
Oh wait, do you mean a Glock 18 or a normal light pistol? Because that's an SMG. If you're doing a Glock 18, that's automatic fire and stuff.
Oh, then I have been treating it inaccurately. Well, fuck it all. It doesn't really matter all that much.
Whatever. Sorry.
Go with
didn't know
15 then. It
did
makes
something.
the math easier anyway. So,
York took one more bullet and put it into the chamber.
yep. So, how long do you wait for danger to materialize?
Can I scan for alertness?
You can roll for alertness to see if anything is there.
Yeah.
I'm listening for like any sounds and stuff too.
Okay.
With so many successes, can I tell if there's something actually wrong with our wiring, or if it's just something that is not sciencey, technological, is stopping it?
The stuff you can access from the inside, it just doesn't seem to be any current. You don't find any actual faults in the wiring. At least not anything that looks like a fault that you can test for without current in the system.
Okay, so basically there is one of two situations going on, sir. Either A, we have been cut off from the grid completely, which I would be immensely surprised by, or something else that I do not know what is going on. So,
Like
there you
maybe
go.
someone slashed one of the lines to the home.
They would have to do more than one.
Gerard, go ahead and roll. I'll tell you if you detect anything. I'll keep in mind that you have Auspex active for this. Okay, looks good. You feel a faint whiff of dog coming from outside, but that is not surprising since they have been hanging around out
Scent of the lupines passing. How long does that take to cast?
5 minutes.
Can I go ahead and start doing that?
Sure. I mean,
I'll
what if...
roll for it.
Intelligence Occult, difficulty 4. I think the ingredient for it was a knot steeped in human saliva, so the ghouls just have a spit jar where you keep knotted crap. Okay. For the next scene, you can smell dogs.
I smell werewolves.
So what do you do? Who do you sniff? I mean, who knows? Some of the more powerful werewolves, if they really want to fuck you, could have taken the semblance of someone here. Maybe Bronson is already dead. And this is just
Maybe.
dog wearing his face.
Maybe Tyler needs to get in here.
He's keeping a gun pointed at the front door, since that's his job.
Okay. Is there silver in that gun?
It does seem to be a light pistol. It might be one of the ones loaded with silver.
Sure, okay.
Or not.
Peer out the door.
Okay, you go into the front area. Well and good.
I'm peeking from behind the door to have some cover.
Well, Gerard bravely walks out.
Gerard, you are braver than me.
Yeah. Area does smell faintly of wolf, like it always has, since they started hanging out there, like, for half of the day usually, just watching the place, trying to intimidate you.
Where's Liam?
Well, Liam's around, just
Liam,
hanging back.
Liam, can you investigate?
I'd rather not.
I know you'd rather not, but we'll cover you, and you have obfuscate.
Wow, vampires really do suck, huh? He blurs into invisibility, stepping behind a door. Now, let's roll Liam's courage to see if he would actually go outside. We'll go with difficulty 8. Yeah, he would. Dumb fuck. Goodbye, Liam.
One way to deal with that one problem we were having with him.
You have orders to track down the granddaughter, right? How are you gonna do it if he's dead?
True.
Okay. Gerard is beside the door.
I'm gonna walk out too.
Liam appears on top of you as you walk into him.
Liam!
Jesus, watch where you're going!
Liam! I thought I asked you. You can peek outside and jump back in if there's a problem.
I didn't see anyone there. It just stinks of dog like usual. Incidentally, everyone can recover a point of willpower for the week that passed. I forgot to mention that. And Malik can both Yorick and Malik can recover a second one for nature if they need to, I think. Yorick for the Desk of Awesomeness because the prince was very pleased, and Malik for just enduring and somehow managing to keep going despite personal tragedy.
Thank you for that. Not going to be much good if I'm dead, which is about to happen.
As for the... Well, you're gonna need that to ignore wound penalties, right? I mean, what?
Right. Right.
I knew I should have spent a willpower point somewhere in that week.
Well, then it wouldn't
Where's
have...
Gianna?
Gianna's hanging back, covered in shadows, almost invisible in the corner. She appears to be using her level 1 obtenebration to stealth herself. Just in case something does come through the door.
I think level 2 would work better, but sure.
But that would fuck up her allies, right? She can always invoke that when something does come through, to leave you trapped in the darkness with a werewolf.
Yeah, exactly. I was just reminding you that, yes, that's a thing.
Jackalore, yes, you can in fact prepare an action. If that's what you would want to do. Besides, some of the ghouls might not have enough stamina not to choke to death in that. I'm gonna split the recording here instantly.